Welcome everybody to the Miami Heat Summer League 2024 season review. It started off with the California Classic and undefeated since going to Las Vegas, seemingly 6-0 in Las Vegas. Throughout the entire league itself, you got 2-1 in California, 4-0 regular season in Vegas, so that would be 7, and then 2 more games, so we're looking at an 8-1 full record. 8-1 full record in the Summer League for the Miami Heat. It's awesome. It's absolutely amazing to watch. So one final time, we are going to look at everything. We're going to look at all of that's what's happened, and it shall be done. It shall be finished. It shall be finished. I wanted to say thank you everybody for watching these videos. I don't know why it did that, but it did. So for one more time, we're going to quickly brief through everything. First ever game, which was in the California Classic, it started off with a horrible loss, a 39 score blowout from the Golden State Warriors at Chase Center, which is an arena in San Francisco. We lost it in 105-66. That was when the entire team of Golden State took over, and they were not stopping. But a day later, we play against Sacramento Kings 2, because apparently there's Sacramento Kings 1 and Sacramento Kings 2. So we played their second tier team, and the Heat played so much better in that game. They beat them by 16, 102-86. And the team was connecting, getting more of the rhythm, getting the butterflies out. And then they're playing better since then. Then the third game of the California Classic, they play against the Bronny James Los Angeles Lakers. All the hype that they're talking about with Bronny James. We beat them 80-76. That was when Alanis Williams did that spin cross against Bronny James. Bronny James only scored 3 points, but ESPN was like, wow, he scored 3 points. But yet they're not going to hype up the rest of the Heat team, which we know that's ridiculous. But anyway, we ended the California Classic 2-1. Then we go to Las Vegas. Saturday, we play against the Boston Celtics at the Pavilion. And we were getting into a big battle with Boston. It was a close game from start to finish. Second quarter took over. And we had that massive dunk and massive point shooting, especially with Keshad Johnson, which I hope he's doing better. Made that great dunk that he had. And also that shooting that he made. It was awesome. It was a 119-114 victory over the Boston Celtics. It was awesome. Monday, next, second game of Vegas. We play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It started off a back and forth, but then the second half, it had a complete takeover, and Josh Christopher was that player that was dominating the fourth quarter. He couldn't miss. He couldn't miss at all in the fourth quarter. And the Heat won that game 102-73. Then on Wednesday, the 17th, which I don't know why it did that to me. Here we go. It was a 92-79 victory over the Dallas Mavericks. It started off poorly, but the second quarter they took over. And Alanis Williams in the fourth quarter alone with one of the greatest dunks ever in Summer League of this year. And completely pulverizing Dallas. And beat them 92-79. And final game of the regular season based in Vegas. It was a 109-73 victory over the Toronto Raptors. They outscored them 32-7 in the first quarter alone. The point differential was absolutely different from the rest. But then right then and there we knew that they were going to make it to the semifinal, and they clinched that semifinals. And there was the loss with San Antonio Spurs against Philadelphia, that ultimately helped us push to be in the top four, which led to this rematch, California Classic rematch on Sunday the 21st. The Heat have to play the Warriors to get to the championship, and the Memphis Grizzlies, because they're also in the top four, had to go play against the Los Angeles Clippers, and that game was a tight battle all around. Memphis had a good chance, Clippers had a good chance, and Memphis with the response, and they just outlasted the Clippers 99-98. What about for the Heat side? They played against the Golden State Warriors. It was a tough battle. A tough battle for all sorts. But in the end, the Miami Heat has beaten them 102-99 against the Golden State Warriors. It was a back and forth. The fourth quarter alone was absolutely tremendous. And for the first time ever, the Miami Heat advanced to the championship game. And we know we have to play against the Memphis Grizzlies because Memphis have already beaten the Los Angeles Clippers, and which led to Monday, which was 2 days ago. And history was made. History was made from this day forward. The Miami Heat went through quite the adversary trying to get to this Summer League final, did they? I did this as a way of, talk about something during the summer before football season comes forth. MLS is starting to do the Leagues Cup. So trying to talk about something. And then we talked this far, and then now we talk about the finals. So the finals game between the Miami Heat and the Memphis Grizzlies. Both teams are 5-0 in Vegas. Who's going to lose their first game, and ultimately who's going to win the championship? It was a tough battle from both sides. Miami Heat with a good start, Memphis with the response. Memphis was just unable to miss a darn shot from second quarter to third quarter. That's what it felt like to me, at least. They only missed four shots in the second quarter, folks. I'm not even kidding. They only missed 4 shots, including those free throws. While the Heat are struggling to find the way to just get the run going. Because every time they would get a run, they would respond. And when they do miss, they would get an offensive rebound and then get a second chance point. So the Heat had to dig deep. And what led to the toughness in Heat culture is defense, discipline, and courage. And this is why Josh Christopher is the perfect guy to do it. He did mostly everything in this game alone. 24 points and 3 steals alone. His effort is everything, especially in a playoff game like this. Especially in the game with the Golden State Warriors. He was everywhere defensively. He wants to play. And when they do, it's pretty much over. And in the fourth quarter, it's another Heat takeover fourth quarter. We could have won the game in the fourth quarter. And it's, Cole Swider was that big-time three-pointer. Memphis will always respond. Then we go to overtime. For the first time all summer, we go to overtime. And then from this game, you have to win by getting 7 points first. So the target score is 120. And the Heat was just able to get 120 points first. Josh Christopher with that long ball threes. But Memphis will always try to bounce back. There was some terrible officiating in some parts. Not that there wasn't much anyway, because I think the officiating was pretty decent until you ran into, Scottie Pippen Jr., who was the son of Scottie Pippen, who played for the Bulls and was, what I mean. So anyway, we get to overtime. There was that terrible call, but they didn't panic. They did not panic one bit. And Josh Christopher with the long ball, there was a response three. And then Pal Larson with that floating jump shot to find the rim, get the ball through the hoop, and ultimately win the championship for the first time ever in franchise history. As your and ours, Miami Heat win Summer League championship for the first time ever. I know this isn't something that we should care much, but truth be told, I cared when they reached this far. Because this is an excitement of the Heat's farm, the Heat's G League, the Heat's future. This Summer League, and now that they won the Summer League chip, is why I am very excited for the Heat's future from this point forward. In terms of who played the best, of course, it's Josh Christopher. He won the Summer League championship MVP in this game. And he has that leadership, folks. Josh Christopher said he did not do it alone. He looked at his whole team, our team, and said, thank you for riding with us. Like, they played a major role in making this team a championship team for the future. And he was right. He was absolutely right. He did not do it all by himself. And then he said, I'll take the MVP trophy, but he wanted to thank everyone else for being a great teammate, being a great players that they are. He didn't do it all by himself, and he knows it. And he kept saying it too. And this is why, in my opinion, Miami Heat, he needs the NBA contract. No two-way, no G League, no, none of that. An NBA contract now. He needs to be part of the Miami Heat's real team coming October. None of the two-way shit. I believe, in my opinion, this is, now we're going to talk about who should be signed, who should get the contract, two ways or G Leagues, who is going, or let them walk. Who is going to be in it? In my opinion, I think it would have been absolutely stupid to let Josh Christopher walk. If you let him walk, you are clearly not watching like we are. He needs the NBA contract now. Absolutely now. Because he proved that he can do it. He's proven to be an NBA caliber. And he won a Summer League MVP championship MVP to prove it. Don't put yourself in the situation where you have to make tough choices. Because there's some easy choices from the Summer League. But as a coach of the Summer League, I understand that part. There's a lot of tough calls. All of them did great. But that's an easy one right there. Josh Christopher, he needs an NBA contract, in my opinion. So does Kel'el Ware. He has proven to be a great defensive and a pretty good key player to get the alley-oops in. If you want someone to back up Bam, that's your guy. Kel'el Ware right there. Him and Josh should deserve that contract. Poland already got the two-way. So that's what's probably gonna complicate things a little bit. Poland did great. But what about Pelle Larsson and Alondas Williams? Those are the great players. And what about Cole Swider? Well, it looks like Cole Swider's probably going to just get a G League contract again. And I truly believe that Alondas should get the two-way, but I'm probably going to think they're just going to put him in G League, or worse, they're going to let him walk, and that would be stupid to let him walk. At least keep him around, really. It would have been bad to just let him walk, truth to be told. But Pelle Larsson should definitely continue his development, in my opinion, at least. You can say I'm wrong or something like that. But Pelle Larsson deserves to stick around too. Maybe Pelle Larsson should get a two-way as well. He needs that two-way, at the very least. Everything else, I stand by what I said. And yeah, that's who I think should be signed. Two ways and all that. And with that, we conclude talking about the Miami Heat Summer League until next season. Well, folks, there you go. That's going to do it for this video, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content because Miami 2G is back. And what he does, hit it right there with the entertainment user Let's Go Heat. And Josh Christopher knows Heat culture, too. That's one more point I'm going to make with Josh Christopher. Anyway, that's going to do it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody.